Top on Mountain News this morning, the Commonwealth Senate passed a bill last night preventing local governments from banning income discrimination. Plus, an eastern Kentucky county is making plans for more trails by clearing roads for ATV use.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 6 a.m. on Wednesday, February 21st, and we have a beautiful day on tap. So let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Olivia, a fantastic start to the week, Monday, Tuesday, and now today weather-wise, and get you ready to head outside. Clear skies, 30 outside our studios here at WYMT. As you check out the headlines, it's unfortunately the last day of gorgeous weather. Yes, all good things come to an end. Yes, showers and bursts of rain, but tomorrow's not a washout. The emphasis is for the afternoon into the evening before we get that shot of cold air. Friday night into Saturday. Temps from the mid and upper 20s into the lower 30s for a lot of us, minus Jackson at 39, Pikeville at 38. It's also 38. You make your way toward Lexington, and locally on the satellite weather composite, not much going on, and not much going on to end up crossing the Mississippi River way into the plains. Clouds will be quickly streaming in from the northwest this afternoon, dimming the sunshine a bit. Until then, it's beautiful. We'll average out to being partly cloudy today with a high into the lower 60s. More about your First Alert 7-day forecast coming up in just a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. A wanted man from Johnson County is behind bars after running from police again. Yesterday afternoon, officers with the Prestonsburg Police Department tried to pull over a car believed to be driven by Thomas Price. They say Price then drove away and a chase went through portions of Prestonsburg. They were unable to find him until getting a call that Price was trying to get into homes and use their phone. Police eventually arrested Price after they say he broke into an elderly disabled woman's home and tried to hide. He was taken to the Floyd County Jail. Last night, the Kentucky Senate passed a bill that would prevent local governments from implementing a ban on source of income discrimination. That's when renters pay using government assistance for housing. Jeremy Toms was in the chamber Tuesday as House Bill 18 passed.
5 days ago, Lexington City Council voted overwhelmingly to say that tenants cannot be discriminated against based on where their money comes from.
And those duly elected council people did so because they were trying to address a major problem in their community, which was affordable housing.
On Tuesday in Frankfort, the Republican-led Senate moved quickly to put that ordinance in jeopardy.
What's happening in Lexington is discrimination against the free market and men and women who are in the business of being landlords and renting property.
Majority Floor Leader Damon Thayer believes what Lexington did flies in the face of the Constitution. His Democratic counterparts disagree.
If there was an issue that said that you had to accept sex offenders and you had to accept people with eviction and everything else, then you're right, that would be an overstep. That's just not what we have here.
Minority Floor Leader Gerald Neal noted these bans had bipartisan support in both cities. 5 Republicans joined them in voting no on the floor, but House Bill 18 cleared the Senate by a 25-11 margin, leaving the legislature with one hurdle before they undo Lexington's latest effort.
The left-wing liberals on city councils are trying to force landlords into taking below market. You better believe this is a response to what they're doing in Lexington.
In Frankfort, Jeremy Toms, WKYT.
House Bill 18 now returns to its original chamber for a concurrence vote. It will then move to the governor's desk. The Senate Standing Committee on Families and Children heard more Tuesday about the Horizons Act. Senate Bill 203 is a $300 million early childhood education proposal introduced by Senator Danny Carroll. The legislation is designed to help sustain the child care industry once post-COVID funding runs out. Senator Carroll says Kentucky has lost 1,700 providers during the last decade, creating a child care crisis that must be fixed before it gets worse.
My proposal is that we don't just step up we take a big swing at this and we knock the ball out of the park, and we send a message to our kids, to our families, to our businesses, large and small, current, future, and we send a message to our providers that they're important, to our teachers that they're important.
According to Kentucky Youth Advocates, about 20% of the state's child care centers are now at risk of closing. The Pike County Fiscal Court is opening its roads to adventure tourism. During yesterday's fiscal court meeting, commissioners heard the second reading of an ordinance that would open some of the county roads to ATV use, connecting the hillbilly trails with some of the resources and accommodations riders have asked for. The ordinance will allow county roads to be added in as they fit the needs, but will not mean all ATVs are able to use the roads. There will be safety precautions and specifics that need to be followed.
Also, we can petition the Department of Transportation to allow off-highway vehicle on sections of state-maintained roadways. We make that petition to the Department of Transportation. They do their studies, and then they either allow or disallow a request for that section of highway.
The new county ordinance was adopted unanimously. A copy of that can be found on our website. Well, it takes years of determination, months of hard work, and one perfect performance to return home champions. And I'm about to share the exciting story after one mountain team brought the hardware home.
It was a welcome home unlike any other.
The emotions it was unreal. The feeling, you can't explain it. It's just it's an outer-worldly feeling. You never feel it again. You just have to be there to experience it. It was crazy.
As the Heineman Elementary 7th grade boys basketball team brought the hardware home, beating Ashland 50-43 in the Kentucky Basketball Commission state tournament.
It was awesome. I mean, we've been working all year for this.
It was just crazy and cool because last year we got runner-up and this year we actually won it.
But as it's explained, this state title did not come without hard work, determination, and the bond of a brotherhood.
I mean, how bad do you want it? Every sprint, every conditioning drill you could think of, you just had to do it with an extra mile.
People try to get one good player to come in to fix everything, but you got to have team chemistry, and that's built together over years on the court, and team camaraderie is built together off the court.
And it seems this group of young men has both.
I knew at a young age that they were full of talent, both in the classroom and out of the classroom. They are role models within our school for our younger students and within the community. We have support from the district level, the bus drivers, you know, everybody's rooting for these boys on and off the court.
Although they've reached the mountaintop, they say their sights are set down this glory road once more.
The next big goal is to go back-to-back. Back-to-back's that's the end goal. End it out with a bang, 8th grade season.
But for now, they will enjoy this taste of victory.
And a good Wednesday to you. Temperature-wise, not too bad, not as cool as we have seen the last couple of mornings just yet, right? Got about another hour where temps could actually fall back another degree or two from what you see here. The hot spot again this morning, Jackson, close to 40. Nothing going on locally. There are some clouds around Louisville right now, extending into portions of Indiana and extending all the way now into western portions of Ohio. Our clouds are more out toward Omaha and Kansas City. That'll be coming into play later today. All right, let's get you ready with your Wheaties, your coffee, or maybe some of you just sitting back on some hot chocolate. Temps and hazard this morning get back closer to the mid-30s as we head toward the 8 o'clock hour. And then our driving forecast. This morning, sun visor, sunglasses. The afternoon, yeah, some clouds will come into play, dimming the sunshine to a point. Again, highs will be in the lower 60s. How chilly do we get as we head into the weekend? The 7-day forecasts in a few moments. Olivia?
Thank you, Tim, and thanks for joining Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. When we return, the storms in California have ended, leaving the state with a massive cleanup operation.